Netflix announced they're going to be ruining two shows that everybody likes because why not? That's what Netflix does. They announced a Avatar live action and a One Piece live action recently. The One Piece live action is a trailer. I'll play some of it now. And I think the One Piece live action looks okay from like an aesthetic standpoint, but like it's just not going to be good. You can't translate an anime like that over live action. There's a reason anime's a good medium. When you draw things and you animate things, you can make anything you want. When something is live action, you're heavily restricted by CGI and what looks okay. A lot of things in One Piece I think would look really, really, really weird in a live action format that's CGI, regardless of how good it is. Like Luffy is a rubber person. That is his whole character. Or I shouldn't say whole character, but that's like his power. Not to get too deep into spoilers. And he stretches. Have you ever seen in your life stretching that looks good in live action? Because I have not. Like, I know this is old, but Mr. Fantastic in this live action movie from 2005, it looks goofy, okay? It just looks goofy. I don't think there is a single way you can make stretching superpowers look good in live action. I just think it's always gonna look really weird. In the anime though, it works because you suspend reality. You don't think about like, oh, is this actually possible in real life? Because that's not what it's trying to do. Like with any anime, it's like, yes, of course, this is not gonna happen in real life. You're not gonna see a guy go Super Saiyan and destroy the moon, even though that actually would look good in CGI. I take that one back. But it's like one of Luffy's things is he'll block cannonballs because he can inflate himself. I regret that sentence. But he'll make himself big and puffy and block cannonballs. That's gonna look so weird in live action. I don't care how good the CGI is, it's not gonna look good. I don't think it would necessarily be the uncanny valley effect, but like it'd be something akin to that. It just wouldn't look right. And then for Avatar, they just released some pictures and it's like, okay, whatever. I really don't think it's gonna be good because again, I think it's gonna look kind of wonky. I think Avatar's in a better spot to make it look good for live action, but it's Netflix. When's the last time they made something good, especially something live action? Every live action Netflix has made has been terrible because anime and cartoons don't translate well to live action. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I feel like you'd have to rewrite the show a little bit. I think you'd have to take like the vision of the show and then write it that way. I don't think you could just like go like script for script. All right, we're gonna do this in live action now because they weren't initially designed for live action. They don't take the limitations of the real world and CGI into account when they write anime because it's drawn. I also feel like with live action stuff, they either take it way too seriously or not seriously at all. And it always has this really weird vibe of just like fake. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but if you've watched a live action show that was originally like a cartoon or anime, it always feels really off. Maybe they're just low budget and I'm so used to watching high quality productions that I'm not registering that. But like Cowboy Bebop looked weird. Like Cowboy Bebop did not feel right. Maybe it's because they're trying to recreate the world that was in 2D way too much. Like they're not being flexible enough with the environments they put these characters in. Maybe they're too strict with the scripts and the characters. They don't alter them to fit the live action format better. There's probably a lot of reasons why these always feel wrong. But the biggest one is definitely because they're taking it from an anime or cartoon and putting it into a medium it wasn't designed for and not changing it enough. Like the live action Death Note was also really weird, but like that one actually could have been good because nothing about the anime was like that, cartoon based. Like I guess you could say the Shinigami was like out of place because it kind of was, but on paper Death Note should have been an easy one to transfer over. There wasn't any crazy effects in the show. The characters were pretty grounded in reality already. The craziest part was the Death Note, and that is something you could easily translate into real life, I feel like. Because the Death Note was just a notebook you wrote people's names in and then a reason why they might die, and then they would die for that reason. It's a pretty simple concept, but they still fumbled the bag because the critics hated it and the audience really hated it. And I know that Netflix is dealing with anime fans, and anime fans can be very, very protective and uptight about animes, which is fair, but sometimes they go pretty far with it. So I get that Netflix is fighting an uphill battle, but it's like, none of them are good. And most of the time too, if you separate the anime from the live action version, the live action version is just still not a good show. Or I guess I should say movie, because Death Note was a movie, and that was actually one of the complaints with it. It was cramming way too much information into a 2-hour time slot. They didn't give it enough time. But I know for a fact that One Piece fans are gonna hate the live action One Piece because it's not gonna be One Piece. It's gonna be some weird spin-off One Piece. It's just not gonna feel like One Piece and people aren't gonna like it. And I've watched a lot of One Piece. I like One Piece. I don't think I'm gonna like this live action. It does not look good. It does not look appealing to me as someone who's watched the anime. And Avatar: The Last Airbender live action will probably also be bad. I think less so for things like bad CGI adaptation because Avatar: The Last Airbender doesn't have anything that's that crazy. but I still think it's gonna be bad because one, it's Netflix making it, and two, it's like, when have you ever seen a cartoon or anime put into live action format and still be good? Because I actually can't think of a single time. I'm sure there might be one time, but I can't think of a single time. It is a curse. It is like video game adaptations into movies. The only good one recently was Mario. That's it. All the other ones, for the most part, have been really, really bad, and no one's liked them. Mainly because people writing the movies hated the game franchise, or just never played it or understood the game franchise at all. But the point still stands. Most of them are bad. And then like the Halo TV show. That TV show is a train wreck. Halo fans hate it. Having seen the first episode, because I wasn't watching more of that garbage, it's just bad. The Halo TV show just sucks. It isn't Halo. Master Chief takes off his helmet in like the first or second episode, and they put like this in-game HUD in the show. Like, ooh, gamer, look at this. You happy, gamer? I don't know. It's just so weird. And then from what I understand, the people who wrote the Halo TV show never played the games and did not like Halo. So great job, guys. You hired people who didn't like the franchise they were making a show for. Genius. And I just got confirmation that Avatar: The Last Airbender will be bad because this show has been in development since 2018. And in 2020, some of the executive producers and showrunners parted ways with Netflix Productions. That is never a good sign for a TV show or movie, especially if it's Netflix. Okay, I would not trust Netflix to do anything on their own. Anything Netflix gets, they ruin. I don't know why, but anytime Netflix gets the right to an IP, they completely ruin it. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish I could be excited for shows still. I wish I could be hyped for movies still. But anytime I hear about a TV show now, or a movie, or a video game, I just think, hey, I'm not gonna get excited because it's probably gonna be terrible. Because all of the major releases for the last little bit have been really bad. Mainly for like TV shows and Netflix adaptations and some movies. Movies in general have actually been pretty good recently, and there have been some really good games coming out this year. It's just things that I have been hyped for and have not been good, unfortunately. Like BattleBit Remastered is a fantastic game. I highly recommend it, by the way, if you haven't played it. It's the background gameplay right now. It's not Roblox, okay? Someone said it was Roblox in the last video. It's not Roblox. It is its own game on Steam, and it runs on basically any system, so you can probably play this game even if your PC's not that good. But like the last game I got really hyped for was Fallout 76, and that ended horribly. It couldn't have been a worse game to be hyped for and want to play and release, because that game was a dumpster fire. It is so bad, in my opinion, that I am secretly hoping for Starfield to be terrible. I have a personal grudge against Bethesda for that game, and I want them to fall. And I'm sorry to you guys who are hyped for Starfield. You're getting caught in my crossfire. But like, if that game fails, I'll feel great, because I'm like, yes, they deserve that. Bethesda deserve that. But knowing me, if it's a good game, Strix is gonna force me to play it, so it is how it is. I was also hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. I wasn't as hyped as Fallout 76, but God, Cyberpunk was a terrible launch for the most part. I actually played it on launch. I enjoyed it when I played it, but then I ran into a bug where I just couldn't complete a story mission. Like, maybe I was just really stupid, but like, I would go to the place the game told me to go, and then the marker would disappear. Then I would leave the place where the marker was, and it would reappear. And I did this for probably like 45 minutes, and it would never actually give me the option to continue the storyline. But that's been the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter @Spads1, and click the answer to check out more of my content, and have a good one.